Do you find yourself looking for a quick, easy dessert that comes together in minutes using your microwave? Well, stay tuned because that is exactly what we are going to cover today on Tasty Tidbits with Tiff, where I go live on social media every Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central. My name is Tiffany, and I am so glad you're here. I help broken women develop into the best possible version of themselves through food, family, and fun. And for those of you wanting to indulge just a little bit every once in a while, I also offer complimentary beverage pairing recommendations with quick, easy recipes. If you are in need of some quick, easy recipes, be sure to comment below with the word busy or reach out to me personally with the word busy so I can send you a copy of my free weeknight recipe guide filled with quick, easy recipes that go from raw to ready in 30 minutes or less so you can start saving time, money, and energy in your kitchen right away. Now today on Tasty Tidbits with Tiff, we are going to be making one of my personal favorite delicious dessert recipes that uses just a few simple ingredients and it comes together in less than 10 minutes in your microwave. Now, the highlight ingredient of this is a delicious sweet red wine. So this is Tango, one from a local winery that we visit often. That is a port or dessert wine. So it tastes like fresh raspberries mixed into that wine, and it also doubles as a ice cream topping because it is a thicker wine, being that port dessert variety. So delicious in more ways than one, but it also is an excellent addition for this cooking recipe that we are going to make. So let's get started. Before we open up that wine, we are going to get our rock crock ready. So this recipe is going to come together in the Dutch oven rock crock. You can also make this in your everyday pan. So both of them work well, but we want to get it primed first. So this is our kitchen spritzer, one of my personal favorite products. We just need to prime it here, but it can hold any oil, the liquid. So I've just got olive oil in here, but you can do vegetable oil, avocado oil, whatever you would like or whatever you have on hand. But we just want to spritz the inside of the rock crock just to reinforce that nonstick coating that's already there. Little tip for those of you with the kitchen spritzer: after you're done spraying it, you want to release that pressure. That is going to help, one, relieve the pressure, so the cap is going to go back on nicely, but it's also going to make it last longer in there because you don't have that pressure trying to push out excess oil, and it makes cleanup a lot easier too. So that is that. So we've got the rock crock now ready for our ingredients. Now to make this, you're just going to use any basic baked cake mix. We love the dark chocolate devil's food, anything along those lines, but any cake mix will work. It does not have to be chocolate, but trust me, chocolate goes best with this. Looking at your add-ins, you're simply going to omit one egg, so you only need 2 instead of 3 with this one. You're going to cut the oil in half, so 1/4 cup versus 1/2 cup, and then replace that cup of water with a cup of wine of your choice. Now, as I said, I am using the Tango, which is a dessert wine, but any sweet red wine will work for this recipe. So if you just go to your local liquor store, grab a bottle of Pinot Noir, and you are set. You just need that sweeter red wine. So we're going to mix everything up right here in the rock crock. So we'll add in our cake mix. And we'll do those 2 eggs. So remember, you want 1 less egg than what the box calls for. So we're doing 2 instead of 3. And then we will do a 1/4 cup, so half of the amount of oil. So 1/4 cup versus 1/2 cup. And this is another one, if you don't have vegetable oil, you prefer another cooking oil, you can definitely use that instead. And then a cup of wine. So we've got the little tear strip. If you are in need of a wine opener, or if you have someone that is hard to shop for on your gift list that loves wine, this electric wine opener is everyone's best friend. Now, one of the things that I love about it is the stand doubles as a foil cutter. So if you don't have that little tear strip, it works as well. So saves you a little bit of time there. So simple push of the button and the wine cork is out, and then it pops it right out with the other button. So even though you don't have any upper body strength like me, you can still open up that nice bottle of wine, which is pretty cool. And then of course you can save the cork for craft projects and other things. So we'll get our 1 cup of wine. Mix that in. And then once you've got all of your ingredients, you'll mix everything together, and then it goes into the microwave for 6.5 minutes. Now, of course, depending on where you live, you'll need to account for, you know, the height and elevation, or depending on your microwave, but 6.5 minutes is perfect for mine. Depending on where you're at, it may take closer to 7 or 8 minutes, or as little as 6 minutes. So just keep an eye out. Check, I would say, if you're unsure, start with 6 minutes, check it after that, and then add about 30-second increments as you go. A great way to test it is either using a toothpick or grab yourself our cake tester and releaser. It doubles as a toothpick as well as a releasing end to help it to separate from the sides of the pan. So it's a 2-in-1, pretty amazing. We've got this all mixed up. Get the last little bit of batter off of there. And then put the lid on, and it'll go into the microwave for 6.5 minutes. That's all there is to it. Now, if you're looking for some additional topping, if you have some extra wine left over, you can grab a cup of heavy whipping cream, heat that up in a saucepan on your stove until just before it starts to boil, and then pour that over 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips in a glass mixing bowl. Our batter bowl works great for that. Stir it all together, and then once that is all mixed up, the chocolate's nicely melted, add in another tablespoon or 2 of your wine and pour that over the cake once it's cooled for a delicious ganache. Otherwise, what I like to do is top this cake with fresh berries, ice cream, or Cool Whip. But if you are ready to continue the fun and cook even more, be sure to comment with Busy, and I will send you my free weeknight recipe guide. And if you love this, if you know other people that would enjoy it, definitely smash that heart button and share this video with your friends so they can start saving time, money, and energy in their kitchen right away today.